welcome to another episode of Daisy's World. And that's me, your hostess with the mostess, coming to you live from the Daisy's World studios, also known as my home in Yonkers. How's everyone doing today on this Sunday, October the 29th? The holiday weekend just finished up, is upon us, and hope everyone got their Halloween groove on this weekend, that you got your costumes out, that you went out and did some fun stuff. Don't forget to like, comment below, let me know what you're up to, let me know what's going on in your world, and I'll let you know what's going on in mine. So anyway, here we are on this Sunday. I know it's been a while. I didn't record last week. Been busy running around, getting the house ready for the holidays. A lot of stuff has gone on. And yes, the world is still revolving. So without further ado, let's get right on to it. And hope everyone, today is a nasty, dreary, nasty day here in Yonkers, and pretty much most of the East Coast, from what I'm learning on the Weather Channel, it's going to be raining all day, probably till tomorrow, and maybe it fits in with the Halloween motif. But anyway, so it's a good day to just stay at home, chill out, put a nice comfort food on, and watch the football games. So without further ado, let's get into my sports for the week. And what can I tell you, mi gente? The Yankees took us as far as we can go. Yes, one game short of the World Series, which is nothing to sneeze about. Listen, we really didn't expect them to do much this year, so it's like a major miracle that they went as far as they did. I'm very happy with the progress. They got a lot of young players, and I'm pretty sure that next year they're going to be coming back better and stronger. I heard over the weekend that Girardi is out. Yankees didn't re-sign him. I was one of the few voices that said that it was time for Girardi to go. I mean, his era, I was saying that, basically speaking, he should have left like when Jeter retired. But, Yankees kept him in there, and, they're not re-signing him. So we wish him well, wish him luck in his further endeavors. But it's time to get somebody fresh, some type of new talent in there. And hopefully, they can get the Yankees to the next step. That being said, moving on to the Giants. Yes, the Giants have a bye week. I think that's a blessing in disguise, because let's face it, mi gente, season is a wash. Doesn't look good. I don't think it's going to get good. So you know what? They're off today. But I think they're in Los Angeles next Sunday. So, let's wish them well. But I'm not looking forward to anything the Giants have coming our way. Jets are playing today. Hubby's over at the stadium. So, and yeah, right, in this weather. But anyway, rah for the Jets. Hopefully they can come up with a win today. I think they're playing Atlanta. But they're at MetLife. So hopefully that's good. Knicks, what can I tell you? Haven't won a game. Well, no, they did win one against the Brooklyn Nets, so I don't know if that's a positive thing, but yeah, the Knicks came up with a win the other day, so hey, we'll take it. But let me tell you, mi gente, it looks like it's going to be a long winter, long in that we have nobody here to cheer on, root for, nothing, so we're just going to have to take it with a grain of salt, and every year can't be a championship season. Definitely not, this year. But that being said, let's just move it along here. Like I said, this is the Halloween weekend, and hope everybody tuned into some of the links that I shared below, things that are happening in the neighborhood. But there's a lot of news, so let's get to it, because the world revolves, right? Everything still goes on. Let's see. World Series, yeah, is anybody watching that thing? I know I'm not, and if I do catch a glimpse of it, rooting for the Dodgers. Very rarely do I root for the West Coast or the National League. I'm rooting for the Dodgers, and supposedly there's some controversy going on now. Somebody got suspended for some type of racial slur or racial whatever, and get this, the guy's Cuban. I don't know who it was, but according to my sources, which is my newspaper, yeah, supposedly this guy's getting suspended for 5 games for the 2018 season, and for making some racial slurs. So can we just quit it, please, and get on with playing the game? Anyway, let's see what's happening here. Just wanted to let you know that this week is restaurant week here in Yonkers, in Westchester, as a matter of fact, and a lot of the restaurants are going to be giving discounts. So I'm going to leave the link below. Get out there, do some fun stuff, go have a meal. I think the money that's raised go towards charities. So over 200 restaurants are participating, everywhere from Yonkers to Kingston. So get on there, get on out, and participate in Restaurant Week. Yes. And did anybody know that the new hospital for special surgery opened up here in White Plains? Yeah, supposedly they're going to be taking care of about 12,000 patients, and looks like good stuff's happening in White Plains. The hospital for special surgery is going to be employing about 50,000 people. So yeah, jobs for Westchester is always a plus in my book. So that's pretty good that's happening, mi gente. Jobs coming to Westchester County. None to sneeze about either. Well, and that's not 50,000 jobs. It's going to take care of, if it's in a 50,000 square foot facility. So it's a really big deal over there in White Plains. So hopefully some good stuff happens over there as far as the hospital for special surgery. Anyway, has in the Amazon front, supposedly New Rochelle is definitely, making a pitch for those Amazon jobs. I really don't care what city in Westchester gets it, but supposedly New Rochelle's got a big plot of land out there and is vying for those Amazon jobs. So, hey, good luck, New Rochelle. Let's see what else we got here, mi gente. On the political front, yes, Donald Trump is still the president of the United States, and I think this week they're unveiling his tax plan. So let's hope and pray that this tax plan is fair for everyone, just not millionaires and billionaires. I actually downloaded the Donald Trump's tax plan. Everybody should go ahead and read it. Okay, 2018 is a really big election year, so Congress and the Senate are going to be in play. So everybody should go ahead and read this thing. I mean, from what I can tell, truth be told, it doesn't look bad. I know that the corporate tax rate's going down, but you know what? I really couldn't see anything really wrong with it. But, maybe that's just me. But anyway, I advise everybody to go ahead, read it. I'll leave the link below so you can go ahead and find the Donald Trump tax plan before it comes to a neighborhood near you. What else do we got here, peoples? I was thinking this week about the spooky movies. Usually the tradition in my house for Halloween, when my kids were here, and, obviously all of you know that they're grown and gone, but and I'm an empty nester. But I was thinking recently of all the things we used to do. Like I used to bake like a big ziti. My sister would bring a lot of the kids from the Bronx, and they trick or treat here, and, I'd fire up the fireplace, and we'd, watch the kids come back with their goodies, and then we'd watch, slasher movies. And I was thinking, there was a lot of slasher movies out there this weekend, playing on the TV. I don't know if Netflix is your thing, cable, whatever it is, but, I don't like to watch the spooky movies by myself. I start, watching them, and then, I change it, because, I'm here alone, and I'm not going for it. But I was thinking of the top movies that I've enjoyed over the years, your top slasher flicks. So, comment below. Let me know what kind of slasher movies you guys enjoy. What's your top five picks? And I'm going to share my top five picks. Coming in at number 5 was The American Werewolf in London. If you like funny and spooky, that movie truly always blows my mind. The American Werewolf in London. I also enjoy the Halloween, not the 2 and the 3s and all of that. I'm not one of these Freddy Krueger types, Friday the 13th types, but I do love Halloween, the original one with Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Myers, coming to a neighborhood near you. Always scares me. It's spooky. I don't know if it's the music or what, but that is spooky to me. Also love Night of the Living Dead. Yes, that's one movie that no matter what time it comes on, I cannot get through that thing, especially if I'm alone. I want to watch it. You know what? It's just like tops in my book. Night of the Living Dead is as spooky, and this is way before, The Walking Dead, which, by the way, started last week. Nice. I'm a big Walking Dead fan. I'm a big fan of spooky movies, like the stuff that could really happen if you really put your mind to it. But anyway, Night of the Living Dead is really, like, truthfully, number one spookiness with me. Followed by The Exorcist, another spooky one that I cannot watch alone. I don't care what. Linda Blair's head spinning around is not my idea of a fun evening alone. But it's just serious horror drama going on in there. And that's one of my other favorites. And The Thing. Now, I know that The Thing was remade, the original 50s version, and then the late 80s version with, what's the name of that actor? Russell, Russell that's was hooked up with Goldie Hawn for many years. Anyway, the original one, while sort of hokey because they don't have none of the special type of effects that you find in today's, movies. But man, is it spooky. And the thing in that picture is really spooky too. So I recommend you watching The Thing. And then obviously the modern version is really good too. I mean, they put a different take on it, but both versions are equally scary. So that's my take on movies you can watch, especially today when it's out raining and nasty out. Put on those holiday flicks with Halloween movies with a big thing of popcorn and enjoy yourself, because nothing's going to happen out here today on this Sunday rainy afternoon. That's for sure. But anyway, so getting into, besides Donald Trump and his politics and his tax plan, still, Puerto Rico still in the back of our minds. And a couple of the family aunts have already made the move here to New York. They've arrived safe and sound. But, as of today's date, still no power on the island, still no water on the island, and it's just a real mess, ain't it? Supposedly, there's a big controversy about who got the water or the power, the grid contract. Supposedly, it's some company called Whitefish, and they're out of Montana, and they've been awarded the contract. I think it's 300 million or 300 billion or whatever it is. And the hokiness is that this company is run by two individuals who are going to subcontract all the work out. And like I said, the mayor of San Juan is up in arms, and a lot of people are up in arms. Supposedly, why would you give a contract to a fly-by-night company? And the creepy thing is that the Secretary of the Interior, unfortunately, I didn't write down his name. The Secretary of the Interior is like big pals, who's also from Montana, is like friends with these people. I mean, you know what? Sounds like partisan politics to me. And how these people, how they awarded and how these people won the contract is beyond me. But definitely don't leave, let's not put our guard down and find out what the heck is happening with this company, and why wasn't this an open bid? I mean, what, there's not Puerto Rican contractors on the island that could have done this kind of work? So I don't know. I'm going to look into this, mi gente, because something sounds fishy in Denmark, but, let's not keep our eyes off the ball. And on another front, everybody knows that David Begnaud is back in Puerto Rico, still reporting, still keeping it real. And he gave us some information this past week over a program called the TSA. It's run by FEMA. And supposedly, this program allows people to leave their homes, and FEMA pays the bill. Like if people can't stay in their homes were destroyed for whatever reasons, FEMA will pick up the tab if you want to stay in a hotel or need to stay in a hotel. Supposedly, the governor of Puerto Rico put in for the program, obviously 30 days late, because David Begnaud said that in Houston, the governor and the mayor put in for the program like the next day. And you got Houstonians being put up in hotels, being paid by FEMA until their properties, until they can go back home. So, there's still a long process. Supposedly, we're still waiting to see if Puerto Rico qualifies for that program. Again, it's run by FEMA. It's called the TSA, and they'll pay for lodgings and home and airfare and all of that good stuff for people that really need to get out the island or get off the island. I mean, I'm pretty sure that even if your home wasn't devastated, if you have no water, no power, that's not going to be a picnic. So I'll keep you guys abreast of if the program got, if got approved by Congress or by the White House. But definitely something to look forward to in case people have family that really needs to get off the island for medical reasons or for whatever reasons and need to come to the States, to live somewhere until their place is restored. So let's hope that gets approved right away. I'm sure that's going to help a lot of people. And I'm going to keep an eye on that for you guys, mi gente. Anyway, so I think that's it. I'm going to keep it short and sweet this week. Still getting ready for the holidays. Thanksgiving is next. Still haven't done my pasteles. It's still on my mind, but, I'm still not comfortable yet doing it, Still haven't felt that, the people on the island are 100%, so I'm almost like on a pastele strike. But anyway, so let's just hope that good things happen to Puerto Rico. We're keeping our eye on it, and hopefully, things get restored quickly, more than later. But I guess that's it for this episode. I'll try to do a small video during the week, let you know how I'm doing. Again, don't forget to comment and like below. And I will see you next week. Don't forget to go out there and do some holiday stuff and some Halloween stuff. Keep it real, keep it safe, and see you next week. Ciao. Ooh.